HOA Karen threw vet's cane in trash, didn't know his mom is a federal judge. The park was alive with the hum of a sunny Saturday, kids laughing, joggers weaving through paths, and vendors hawking lemonade. But in the heart of it, a storm was brewing. Karen, a 45-year-old HOA president with a penchant for control, strutted toward Tom, a 62-year-old Vietnam veteran, sitting on a bench. His cane, worn and scratched, leaned against his knee. Tom's eyes, weathered by war and time, tracked Karen's approach. She'd been hounding him for weeks, claiming his unkempt appearance violated the neighborhood's standards. Today, her patience had run dry. "You're an eyesore, Tom," Karen snapped, her voice sharp enough to cut through the park's chatter. "This is a family place. Take your, whatever this is, somewhere else." She gestured at his faded jacket, the cane, his very existence. Tom's jaw tightened, but he didn't rise. "I fought for this country, ma'am," he said quietly. "I've earned my spot on this bench." Karen scoffed, her manicured nails flashing in the sunlight. "Earned? You're a liability. That cane's a tripping hazard." Before Tom could respond, she snatched the cane, marched to a nearby trash can, and tossed it in with a dramatic flourish. The crowd gasped. A teenager pulled out a phone, recording. Tom's hands shook, not from age but from rage. "That cane," he said, voice low, "was my father's. He carried it in Korea. It's all I have left of him." Karen smirked, unfazed. "Maybe you should have taken better care of it." The onlookers murmured, some stepping closer, others backing away. The air crackled with tension. Tom stood, unsteady without his cane, his eyes burning. "You don't know who you're messing with," he said, cryptic but calm. Karen laughed, loud and mocking. "Oh, please, you're nobody." Enter Lila, a quiet woman in her late 20s, pushing through the crowd. She'd been watching from a distance, her barista apron still tied from her shift at the park's coffee cart. Lila wasn't one for confrontation, but her heart raced at the sight of Tom's humiliation. She'd served him coffee every morning for years, listening to his stories of valor and loss. "Karen, stop," Lila said, her voice trembling but firm. "You're out of line." Karen wheeled on her. "Mind your business, coffee girl. This is HOA territory." Lila flinched but didn't back down. "It's a public park," she shot back, "and that cane helps him walk. You can't just throw it away." The crowd nodded, emboldened. Karen's face reddened. "You're all so sensitive," she spat. "This is about standards, not feelings." Then came the twist. A sleek black SUV pulled up to the park's edge, and out stepped Eleanor, a woman in her 80s with silver hair and an air of quiet authority. The crowd parted as she approached, her tailored suit out of place among the casual parkgoers. Tom's eyes softened. "Mom," he whispered. Karen froze, her smirk fading. Eleanor's presence carried weight, and whispers spread. "That's Judge Eleanor Hayes, federal judge, Tom's mother." Eleanor's gaze locked onto Karen, cold and unyielding. "You threw my son's cane in the trash?" Her voice was steel, each word deliberate. Karen stammered. "Two didn't know he was. I mean, it's just a cane." Eleanor stepped closer, her height modest but her presence towering. "That cane," she said, "is a symbol of sacrifice. My husband's, my son's. And you treated it like garbage." The crowd was silent now, phones still recording. Lila retrieved the cane from the trash, brushing it off before handing it to Tom. He took it, his hands steady now, gratitude in his eyes. Karen, cornered, tried to deflect. "This is a misunderstanding. I'm protecting the community." But Eleanor wasn't buying it. "You're protecting your ego," she said. "You've bullied this neighborhood for years. It ends today." Eleanor turned to the crowd. "This man served his country. He deserves respect, not cruelty." She pulled out her phone, dialing. "I'm filing a formal complaint with the HOA board, and I'll ensure this incident is reviewed under anti-discrimination laws." Karen blanched. The HOA was her kingdom, but Eleanor's influence stretched far beyond it. The teenager's video was already spreading online, tagged Justice for Tom. Lila, still standing nearby, spoke up, her voice stronger now. "Karen, you don't get to decide who belongs here. Tom's more a part of this community than you'll ever be." The crowd cheered, and Karen's facade cracked. She stormed off, muttering about lawsuits, but her power was slipping. Tom leaned on his cane, looking at his mother. "You didn't have to come," he said softly. Eleanor smiled, a rare warmth breaking through. "You're my son. I'll always come." As the crowd dispersed, Lila stayed, offering Tom a coffee on the house. He accepted, and they sat together, the park returning to its rhythm. But the story wasn't over. Karen's reign of petty tyranny had been exposed, and the video went viral, sparking debates about entitlement, respect, and community. Tom, though shaken, felt a weight lift. He wasn't just a veteran on a bench. He was seen, valued, heard. The ending was bittersweet. Karen faced no legal charges. Eleanor's influence ensured the HOA board removed her instead. But Tom's victory came at a cost. The public shaming left Karen ostracized, her family humiliated. She'd been cruel, but her downfall was a quiet tragedy, a reminder that even bullies are human. Tom, Lila, and Eleanor moved forward. Their bond strengthened, but the park would never feel the same. It was a battle won, not a war ended. What do you think? Does justice mean punishment? Or is there room for redemption in conflicts like these? Share your thoughts.